Hello everybody, this is going to be the first episode of my Maya Civilization 5 playthrough. We're going to be running it with a couple of mods, namely the third and fourth unique component, which is going to add those respectively to each civilization, so it should be interesting to see what we get as the Maya. A couple more, we got Info Addict, which is going to add some extra info on relationships and graphs depicting random, military and other stats. And the more luxuries mod, which is going to add 9 more luxuries to the map. They should be placed thoughtfully. I don't think that this will spam up the map full of luxuries. It should be fine. But there's another mod that won't be on this list, and that is the enhanced user interface mod, which I'm not familiar with, so maybe a little confusing for me to start with that, but either way. Okay, so Pakal from the Maya, which they get the long count after researching theology, which is going to be at the end of every Maya long calendar cycle. So that could be interesting depending on where we go with our beginning research. But they have a couple new things here, as you can see. The atlet list is not new. That's an archer unit. That's a replacer for the archer that you get at the beginning of the game, which is also pretty interesting. Obsidian Warrior, which is a new melee unit that replaces the Spearman, that is new. And the Ball Court, which replaces the Colosseum, is also new. So we should see how that goes. But we're going to do random map type, size huge. We're going to stay down on Warlord difficulty just because I have not played this game in a long time, and I was never that good at it to start with, but I'm starting to learn some new things. We're going to run a game pace epic, and we're going to take off a couple of the civs just to, leave the world a little bit more open. And all this stuff is just going to stay the same. We're not even changing it. So, anyhow, here we go.
Of the Palanque domain. After years of strife at the hands of your neighboring rivals, you struck back at the enemies of your people, sacrificing their leaders in retribution for the insults dealt to your predecessors. The glory of Palanque was restored only by the guidance afforded by your wisdom, as you orchestrated vast reconstruction efforts within the city, creating some of the greatest monuments and architecture your people and the world have ever known. Illustrious King, your people once again look to you for leadership and counsel in the coming days. Will you channel the will of the gods and restore your once proud kingdom to its greatest heights? Will you build new monuments to forever enshrine the memories of your people? Can you build a civilization that will stand the test of time?
Alright, let's see what we have here. Okay, so this is very interesting. We have a very good start here. We have a balance of decent production and food, only thanks to these two right here. We're a little lower on production, but dyes, tea, and 2 tiles of wheat around us. We are looking pretty good right now. We're just going to settle right here, actually. Which reveals another dyes over here. And more hills on the south end here. So let's move our warrior out a little bit and see what we got around us here. We have some deer. So I think what I'm going to do for research to start here is, I don't really care for archery just because I don't care for the Temple of Artemis right now. Now it will help with culture. But I really want to try to make a push towards theology possibly, just because of us having our calendar and after researching theology. There's something to be said about working on some animal husbandry too, due to the ability to construct pastures and reveal some horses, because I have a feeling there may be some nearby. But we're going to start on pottery nevertheless, just so we can get our pyramid going. And for our production, I'm just going to start honestly with the monument. And then I may have... I'm not going to decide what I want to put after that yet. Let's check on our surrounding area here with our warrior for a little while. I don't feel we need a scout yet. Okay. This is interesting. Oh. Some stone and more dies over here. Okay. Ooh, 80 gold. That's not bad. Okay. We're gonna have 17 more turns till border growth in Palenque. Maybe a little bit shorter due to the monument. Okay. We are gonna begin attacking this barbarian unit. See what we can gather from their encampment, if we can beat them. Okay. We have a unit promotion. I'm going to help us out here in the open terrain. We have one more turn and we should have this encampment down. Barely. 45 gold, okay. Maybe a little bit of fish up this way. I'm gonna have him heal now for a couple turns. We've got 5 turns until our monument will be finished. Okay. Interesting, okay. Alright, pottery will be done in 10 turns, so... And in between that monument, I really don't know what I'll be working on. Just because it'll be done in 3 turns, so we're only going to have to wait a very short time until we can start working on our pyramid. I kind of want to get that started. However, we do need to explore the surrounding area, just to be a little more aware of who we've got on this little area with us. I can't tell if this... It seems like it might be... Oh, we've grown. Our borders have grown. It seems like we may not be on such a small area. I'm not 100% sure though. I do know that we have quite a bit of dyes so far from what I've seen. More deer. Okay, so what do we have? We have 4 turns till pottery. You know, I'll still work on the scout. Just because I think maybe I'll benefit quite a bit from having the better movement speed. Okay. Seems like we have some tundra down here. More deer. Ooh, expanded to the wheat tile. More stone. Although I could never see myself building anything down in this area. It's very barren of resources. Some production over there though. But let's just connect this little area here. See what we got. Okay. It was nice that we got to start seaside. Okay, so pottery is finished. So did we we don't really have anything out here that we need to be working on with any fishing boats, so I think that 22 turns less done. I think we need to, yeah, we're gonna need that to improve resources, and I might want to get Stonehenge started. because if we do end up building other cities, we might need the stoneworks. It seems like there's a decent amount of resources over here to improve as well, so when that scout is done, I'll probably build a worker. More get some fish down there. Let's head up this way. Let's adopt our policy. Okay, so I want to go for this just because, like, I could probably use the faith. We do have pyramids that we can build in every city. And I feel like I'm going to go wider. We're going to start with this. Okay. Now we are going to work on... We're going to get our worker going first. Or I mean our pyramid going first and then a worker. We seem to be okay on food right now in our area. So I don't need to build a granary or anything of that sort. Gonna have this warrior head this way. Stone's all we see down there. Have the scout head north. Somebody has founded a pantheon. Chosen belief, goddess of protection. So we have wine and fish here. Ooh, jade, that's a new resource as well. We have some more stone here and a ruins. We're gonna have to explore that really quick. Kind of interested. See what we get from that. Okay. Ooh.
He who commands the sea has
Didn't
command
really need it,
of
but now we have sailing. Interesting. Something to be said about possibly building a boat to explore a bit out in the ocean. I think we may have another landmass to the right of us. It just seems, this seems like a thin continent here. Tall but thin or something, I'm not sure. Haven't seen a single encampment yet, surprisingly enough. Maybe there'll be some up here? Ooh, 2 ruins. Wait, and a barbarian encampment. Some tea and wheat up here. It's near the water and there seems to be fish right there. Let's see what we can uncover this direction. We're gonna go for those ruins before we even try to see what's over by these barbarians. Oh, okay. It became an atlas. Interesting. I wonder what's down here now. Looks like we have a city-state. And we've increased our population, not bad. I'm gonna have north again now. Something to be said about possibly building a city right here. We have deer in multiple tiles around us. we could still work on the stone and the dyes and get the improvements from it. So I'd have to see. Buenos Aires. Thank you for the 30 gold. Turn, 3 turns until border growth. Now the Pantheon has been founded. Let's see, we got barbarians up this way. We're gonna take out this encampment. Kind of want to see what's all up in here, really. Looks like we have a lot of barren area down this way, but we may have some more, even more resources down this way. But I'm gonna move this turn really quick. Ooh, some sugar. We're gonna attack this, but and our borders have also grown onto the dye. Okay. Alright, well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. See ya.